If you're anything like the 1.5 billion people on this planet who are currently suffering with some form of long-term chronic mental or physical pain, which out of 7.95 billion people on the planet, that's just shy of 19% of the global population that are suffering with some form of chronic pain. So clearly there is still a lot of work to do in this space. Hi, my name's Trevor Russell, and if you haven't seen my videos before, I am from my own journey, from discovering Dr. Johnny Sarno and helping myself to cure my own long-term chronic neck, back, arm, RSI, shoulder, ankle, chronic pain. I have a real passion to want to share what I've done and what I know people are doing in this space to help ease and even recover completely from this debilitating pain that we can feel in our body. And I'm talking about this pain that can be there for years and you've tried everything, medication, physical treatments, and it's just not moving. And we can go more into that in another video if you want to watch my other videos, why we have some of us get this long-term pain because of who we are as people, our personality traits, what we could have experienced in childhood. We are the type of people that have a propensity to experience this chronic pain perception in the body. And when I say perception, I'm not talking about something that it's imagined. It's a very real pain in the body. But what it very often is not is because something is physically broken in the body, i.e. a bone pressing on a bone or whatever it is. But again, that's for another video. Today, what I want to talk to you about is how we can use tapping to ease and cure, even cure our mental or physical chronic pain. And no, I'm not talking about tap dancing. I'm talking about tapping parts of the body, although a bit of tap dancing could definitely be a bit of fun too, right? However, for today, let's talk about the power of tapping. I've got some notes here that I want to share with you because while I do tapping, and it's been really helpful, I'm in no way an expert in all the nuances of how tapping works within. But what I do know is we are tapping on certain parts of the body, which are meridian points that connect into our nervous system. And through the art and practice of tapping, it can really help bring a beautiful experience of more peace and calm and just a greater sense of ease within the body. And this is a beautiful practice to adopt if you are experiencing chronic back pain or stress in your life, to help ease that pain and suffering and have a better quality of life. And again, very much a part of the healing journey to, ease up the nervous system so the body can let go of this pain that it's hanging on to. And I think before I get into this, I will say that, it's one of these practices where I even myself thought, this is a bit strange. It's a bit woo-woo. Like, what can tapping your body do to ease pain? Don't I need to, if I'm feeling pain in my lower back, this was the old days, by the way, before I discovered this mind-body connection, which, by the way, has been practiced by many other cultures for centuries. Other more evolved, spiritually developed cultures that have understood that there is a very real connection between what is going on in our mind and how it shows up in our body through how we do life and stress. But again, coming back to the tapping technique, it's really tapping into parts of our body where acupuncturists will find these meridian points to help ease the tension. And I'll share some video links in the description from some people that are far better experts in the practice and methodology of what tapping does and how it works. Joey Remenyi, who is a lady that I discovered from actually one day waking up with this ringing in my ears, this thing tinnitus, which I feel is another form of TMS, which is this chronic pain showing up in the body. The brain is a tricky thing. It will always try these different things to get us. And from following Joey's practices and using tapping, it's really helped me to almost completely recover from tinnitus and this sound. But she will explain more about tapping for that space. And Nick Ortner, excuse me, someone is trying to call me here. He also shows the practicing of tapping in a really fun, quick video, also, and a few other people I'll add in there. So please check those out. But let's come back to the tapping. And what I'll do is I'd like to show you how I do it. And again, I'm no expert. I'm just going to share with you what I do. And if you'd like, you can tap along with me. And what I'd like you to do is pick something that could be, bothering you, and give it a rating out of 10. Let's say you've got chronic physical pain somewhere in your body. Maybe it's your shoulder, your lower back, you've got a headache, or you could be suffering with RSI, or you could have, some ringing in your ears that's bothering you, or you could be really stressed about something. It could be a relationship matter or a work-related matter, and you're feeling really stressed and anxious about it. So pick something that's your feeling that you're struggling with at the moment. Give it a score out of 10. So if it's a really, really difficult thing that you're dealing with, score it 10, 9, 8, whatever your score you want to give, just use your intuition and pick a number, okay? And then what we'll do is we'll go through this practice together. And then after we've done it'll only take 2 minutes, then give yourself a score and see how you feel, yeah? Now, here's the thing before we do this. One of the traits of people that suffer with long-term chronic pain, i.e., if you haven't heard this term before, if you have tension myositis pain, mind-body connection pain, can be perfectionists. I know, because I'm one of them. So this perfectionist trait puts a lot of pressure on us to do things perfectly, to make sure everything is done right, which can put a lot of pressure on the system. So one of the things around learning to help ease ourselves from chronic pain and stress is to loosen up on the perfectionism. Now, why am I saying this in this video around tapping? It's because don't worry about getting the tapping perfect and right and saying the right thing and tapping exactly in the right area. It's about doing it that matters. It's a bit like driving a car, right? You don't need to know the intricacies of how an engine works to get in a car and drive to your destination. You get in, you drive, okay? And look, I get it. Some people are better drivers than others, but you don't have to be an expert of the vehicle to get the benefit of driving the car to where you want to go. And you don't need to be an expert in the technology of tapping and doing it perfectly to get a beautiful result and get to a better destination for where you want to go, i.e. relief of stress and anxiety and pain in the body, okay? That's what I tell myself as I've learned to take the pressure off myself, which I think has been instrumental in helping me as one of the things that I've done to break free from years of chronic pain. Okay, but again, I'll come back to what we're talking about here, which is the tapping. Pick something that you could be struggling with at the moment, give it a score, and now let's go through the tapping process, okay? And it's really simple. Just get yourself comfortable and just take a deep breath. And just let it go and just drop your shoulders. And we're going to start tapping here on this part of the hand, just with 3 or 4 fingers. and just tapping gently like this, and just allow yourself to just fall into your seat. And we say some words, beautiful, nice, self-caring words for what it is that we're wanting to put as messages into the body and the brain. That's how I see it. It's like we're sending in a program through these meridian points, which, if nothing else, feel really good to say because they're beautiful things to say to ourselves, which very often we don't, right? When we're critical perfectionists. So that in itself is a beautiful thing. So we can just say, even though I'm feeling this stress in my body, so you can repeat after me, even though I'm feeling this stress in my body, and I might have been hanging on to it for a while, I choose to let it release now. I choose to let this stress and pain release now. Just a few more taps here. And then we'll move up to this point here, which is just here next to the eyebrow. And just say, even though I'm feeling overwhelmed and stressed and struggling with this pain that I'm feeling inside of me, and it's been challenging and it's been hard, I'm strong and I'm grounded and I'm safe. I'm strong and I'm grounded and I'm safe. And even though this has been challenging for me, I choose to release it from my body. I choose for it to go away, and I choose to feel better inside. And now we'll tap here to the side of the eye. I'm strong and I'm grounded and I'm safe. I'm strong and I'm grounded and I'm safe. And now just here, about under the eye. And for anyone who's watching this who is a tapping expert, if I'm not exactly in the right spot or whatever, oh well, at least we're doing it. At least we're driving the car, right? Even though I've been hanging on to this stress, even though it's been very overwhelming and I felt confused and I felt scared and not knowing what to do, I trust that my body is powerful. I know that my body can do the most wonderful things. And I choose to let this pain and worry go out of my body. I choose to feel good inside. I choose to allow myself to feel good inside and to accept all the beautiful feelings that I deserve to feel as a human being. I choose to feel good inside. Repeat it after me. I choose to feel good inside. I choose to feel good from within. And now under the nose here, even though I've had all this stress and worry and pain, and it's been difficult for me, I choose to let it go. I choose to let it go. I'm open to letting it go. And I know you can hear me, body. And I know that you're a beautiful machine doing the most wonderful things. And I choose to let it go. I choose to be free of it all. And now here. And I know that life can be challenging. And I know that I'm not perfect. And I know that I don't need to be perfect. And I choose to be my own best friend. I choose to love and care for myself more. And I choose to be kinder to myself. And I'm strong. And I'm grounded. And I'm safe. I choose to be a much better friend to myself. And I'm perfect and wonderful just as I am. Say it with me. I'm perfect and wonderful just as I am. And I love who I am. And I choose to let any of this stress and pain go from my body. Release now. Say it with me. Release now from my body. Okay, so now we'll tap here, just on the just here on the bones, so you can feel here, just below here, both hands or one hand, up to you. Take a deep breath. Just enjoy the process. Feels nice, right? Give yourself a nice tap and just feel it in your body. Say after me, I'm strong, I'm grounded, I'm safe, I'm choosing to let all this pain and stress and worry leave my body. I choose to let this go. I know it doesn't serve me, and I'm letting it go now. I'm releasing it from all the cells in my body, freeing myself. Say it to yourself, freeing myself from all this stress and worry. And now we'll tap up here on the top of our head, just in the middle. Just give it a nice tap. Strong, grounded, and safe. Repeat after me. I'm strong and I'm grounded and I'm safe. And this stress and worry doesn't serve me. This pain doesn't serve me. It doesn't serve me any longer. And for whatever reason, and while it's been difficult to let go of, I choose to let it go now. Repeat after me if you'd like, in your mind or out loud. Even though this has been difficult for me, I'm open and choose to let this go. Repeat after me. Even though this has been challenging and difficult to let go of, I'm open to letting this go, to letting this stress and pain go. And now just under here on the armpit, just here on the side, doesn't matter exactly if you don't, just wherever you feel it under here. It's another little nice point here, and just say to yourself, I'm so proud of myself for doing this funny thing called tapping. I'm so pleased that I'm willing to nurture myself and do the things that feel good for me, because I deserve to feel good. Repeat after me. I deserve to feel good. I deserve to treat myself well. I deserve to feel good and safe in my body. I deserve to be pain-free, to be stress-free. I deserve to have a healthy body, a healthy mind. I'm strong, I'm safe, I'm grounded, and I'm freeing this pain from my body. Say it with me. I'm freeing this pain and stress from my body. Let's just do one more quick round just here, just on the side here. Take a deep breath. Just feel this beautiful, beautiful energy that we're putting into our body. I'm strong. I love who I am. I'm doing my best. And I choose to let this stress and pain go from my body. Just here, right here. I'm choosing to let this pain and stress go from my body. I'm choosing to feel good inside. Repeat after me. I'm choosing to feel good inside. I'm choosing to feel nice inside. You can do both hands if you want. And just here if you want, both sides. I choose to feel free of all this stress and worry, this pain that I've been carrying for so long. Repeat after me. I'm choosing to let this pain and stress that I've been carrying for so long, I choose to let it go out of my body. And whether it's gone after this or not, I know that this is good for me and I deserve to feel good. Repeat after me. I deserve to feel good. And just a few more under here. I don't need to be perfect. I don't need to have all the answers. Repeat after me. I don't need to be perfect. I don't need to have all the answers. I don't need to save anyone. I deserve to be happy. I deserve to be happy and free of pain and stress and worry. I deserve to feel good inside. I'm doing the best I can. Repeat after me. I'm doing the best that I can. And for whatever I'm feeling inside, whatever stress and pain and worry I'm feeling, I choose to let it go now. I choose to let it go now. Just here, and we'll finish just off here. Just take a deep breath. And one more under here. I release this stress and pain and worry now. I release this pain, stress, and worry now. I release this pain and this stress and this worry now. Okay. Let's take a deep breath. Let it out. Give yourself a pat. I don't know if that's a meridian point, but give your best friend a pat, which is you. I'll give you a pat, my best friend, which is you, and me. Let's all give each other a pat. Well done. How was that? How do you feel? So I had given myself a score on something that I'd been feeling stressed, and I gave it a 7. And I'm feeling at the moment it's probably about a 2. It's still there. I can feel it. But what's your score? Tell me actually if you want to in the comments. And please, if you like this video, like it, subscribe, Cure Your Pain channel. But we'll talk about that later. But how are you feeling? It's a nice thing to do, right? Now, here's the thing. As I said earlier, the technology behind it, excuse me, I've got some notes here that I'd made and I wanted to share with you before we wrap it up, is this. Firstly, you could think it's a load of crap. Take what you want, leave what you don't. I'm just sharing with you what I know works and feels good for me. And firstly, feeling good's right. Okay, it might not be the panacea of complete cure and recovery right here and now, but what if it felt better? What if it was a tool that you can start using to start easing your stress and worry in this crazy world that we live in? Alongside of whatever you're doing. If you're getting physical treatments, if you're on some medication, whatever you're doing, this is free. It's quick, it costs nothing, and to me personally, it feels wonderful. And if you watch the videos, links that I send you, when you see an explanation, I can't remember her name right now, but she talks about what actually happens in the nervous system when we put these positive, supportive cantations into our body. Now, I heard this too off Marissa Peers, the word spelling. When we're spelling words, we're putting spells into our body. I think that was really nice to hear that. So what spells do you want to put into your nervous system? And you know what? If this whole thing on this planet's all made up and we believe that this feels good and it's helping us recover, and it does, what's it matter? It doesn't cost you anything other than some time, and do this versus sitting there in a corner all day stressed over something that you'll probably not even be worried about in about a day. I know some things are not that easy. I know there's some things that are very, very stressful and upsetting, especially if you're dealing with chronic pain. But coming back to this, I'm going to wrap this up. This has been a very long video. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this helpful. As you know, and as you can see, I am just really passionate about wanting to help people live better, happier, healthier, wealthier lives. And if we can find our way out of whatever pain that we're suffering with, chronic or physical, it's got to be a good thing, right? In this world where people are struggling with so much physical and mental stress and worry and pain, that these are the things that I think the world needs. And I hope you found this helpful. A couple of things before I go. Apply it. Don't be hard on yourself. Do something that feels good and that's really high vibration. I think it's a nice thing. Few minutes, whenever you feel a bit overwhelmed, give it a go. But in closing off, don't be concerned about the perfection. Don't worry about how the vehicle works. Just drive it. Just drive it to where you want to go, okay? And I want to close off by saying this, is that it's important that you take care of yourself. This is something that I've learned very often. Us people who have the propensity to suffer with critical chronic pain, put other people first, very hard on ourselves. Please be gentler with yourself. Please make time for you. The world will not crack and blow up if you go and put yourself first. I'm not talking about being rude or condescending to other people. Just treat yourself in nicer, more caring ways. You are strong, you are safe, and you are grounded, and you are wonderful, wonderful, just as you are. Yeah, I want to read this to you. One day you will be exactly where you want to be. Maybe you're there now. I don't know if we ever completely get to where we want to be, but one day you will be exactly where you want to be, and maybe that's a better place than where you're at right now. But until then, keep going, keep believing, and keep learning and keep treating yourself to what can help you feel better inside. That's what I wish for you. Onwards and upwards to better places. I will see you in another video very soon, but for now, thank you. I hope you liked my very inexperienced practitioner tapping. I personally feel better for it. I've been thinking about doing this video for about 2 weeks, and however it's turned out, I've done it, and I feel like there's some good stuff in there. So thank you for watching if you're here this long, 25 minutes. My name's Trevor Russell, here to help cure your pain, mental, physical, financial, whatever that is, in my own style, as best as I can. So see you again soon, and sending love, sending courage, and sending ease and joy to you. I've got a new remote. I'm going to use that.